Hello YouTube, it's Ian here with Hobbies of Man once again, and today we are doing a Kaiju number 8 chapter review, and I kind of have to speed run through this because I don't want to have to record this while it's dark outside and I have no natural light coming in. So yeah, let's get into it. Today we're going to talk about chapter 49. So there's actually no news today. I haven't really found any news that are relevant or important, or I haven't seen anything. I follow the Manga on Twitter, and I haven't seen them post anything about volume 5, and I haven't seen anything on the Kaiju subreddit either. So there's no news. In terms of recap, basically last chapter 48, what happened was that Kafka beats the shit out of Kaiju number 9, and so does Narumi. And as they're kind of getting ready to celebrate their victory, it turns out that there's another Kaiju number 9 right behind Mr. Isao. And this kind of creates this situation where, things are pretty tense. And that's basically all that happens in that chapter. There's quite a bit more stuff, but generally that's kind of like the basic overview of what happened in last chapters. So let's get into this week's chapter. Chapter 49 has 19 pages, which is the lowest amount of pages we've had in quite a while. But again, it's basically 20 pages, so it's really not that different from any other page count we've had before. And yeah, so it basically starts with the Kaiju number 9 that Kafka just beat the shit out of, who has like an eye popping out of his socket and shit. He looks pretty gory, but he's out here dying. And he says that he's going to get that Kaiju power anyways, right? He's kind of building up to the fact that, there's another Kaiju number 9 somewhere else. And Kafka feels this is kind of weird. And he yells at Narumi, "Hey man, I think this isn't the real body. There's someone else, there's another one." And turns out he was right, of course. There's this other Kaiju number 9 right behind Mr. Shinomiya. And Kafka and Narumi are seen dashing as fast as they can towards that, towards that location, wherever it is that they are. I think they're at JDF headquarters. I don't know exactly where that is compared to where they are in Japan right now. I would probably assume that it's relatively close. So, that's why number 9 can coordinate with itself so well. And yeah, they start running towards the base. And Kikoro does too after, she realizes that her dad is in danger. And so she runs towards it, towards base. And then we get a scene shift back to the base. And Mr. Shinomiya is telling everyone to evacuate. He's very calmly kind of dealing with the situation, realizes that, this is bad. And, he saves some analyst dude with the case for the numbers 2 Kaiju weapon, right? So, yeah, he reiterates the evacuation order, and some of the other people that are there disagree with him. They're like, "Hey man, we can help you out. Why are you telling us to evacuate?" But one of his buddies and one of the other top brass dudes is like, "Hey, he's right. We need to leave. He can handle it kind of on his own, right?" But that's actually not really true. Mr. Shinomiya puts on the numbers weapon, and number 9 says that he didn't think Beta and Gamma, which are the other number 9 copies, would die so easily, right? And Mr. Shinomiya says, in his mind, he's kind of monologuing, says that his plan doesn't really work on such a quick evolving Kaiju. His plan was based on Kaiju that were evolving at the regular rate, very slowly, and so he has to kind of change it up, right? And he gets punched to Kingdom Come. Number 9 just pummels the fuck out of Mr. Shinomiya, and he's on the ground. And number 9 is basically supposed to be 8.5 in terms of their Kaiju scale. And there's this guy, the one that said that the evacuation order was supposed to be a thing that happened, also says that Mr. Shinomiya might just be able to beat this Kaiju. But right after he says that, Mr. Shinomiya gets pummeled on the ground. And he ends up with this very kind of messed up, slightly comedic kind of just fucked up face. Like he just looks like he's just got beat to shit, right? And yeah, number 9 is surprised. He says, "Damn, I didn't know I was that strong. Did I become way too powerful?" And you know, he's kind of surprised. Everyone's surprised. And number 9 powers up his punch again, and he goes to punch Mr. Shinomiya again while he's on the ground, but something seems to stop his arm, and then we get to see Mr. Shinomiya kind of punch back and then stand up, and you know, he's like, he's thinking about his family, and he's like, I cannot let you kill me. I need to protect, you know, people, right? So, yeah, overall, Mr. Shinomiya is really, really badass, man. I get where Kikoru gets it, and I'm pretty damn happy with this chapter. I think that not too much happened. This is really just a transitionary chapter between the last bit of action with Kafka and Narumi and the beginning of this action here with Mr. Shinomiya. So, it was a really, really fast chapter to read. Overall, I don't feel that too much happened, but the few things that did happen were pretty interesting. We got to see that Kaiju number 9 is essentially like exponentially growing instead of like linearly growing, which is obviously a concerning situation where Kaiju and humans aren't developing at the same rate. Usually they would kind of like be able to match each other, but now Kaiju are suddenly, you know, spiking in their evolutionary kind of ability, and so humans are kind of on the back foot right now. And of course, thanks to Kafka, this might not be the case for long, but it is kind of a dangerous situation to be in right now. And number 9 is a very kind of serious threat. It's kind of weird that he's still the big threat. It's been quite a long time. I guess he's the big major villain of this first kind of section of storytelling. Eventually, he does have to, you know, get put away, and someone else has to take his place, maybe Kaiju number 11 or whatever. But I don't know. I'm kind of interested to see number 9 kind of get kicked and actually stay down and kind of move on to new Kaiju. I think that number 9 is growing a lot, but he's not like comparatively as interesting as Kafka, and so he's not really a kind of a good, like, not a good villain. He is a good villain, but he's not like a meaningful villain just yet. He really is just like the cannon fodder villain, if that makes sense. So I don't know. I'm interested to see how the mangaka here develops him, and yeah, I don't really have any theories today, so this is basically it for the review today. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you guys think about Kaiju number 9. It's time to kick him to the curb, or should he still stay and eventually become the big bad of the series? Let me know down in the comments. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. See you guys later.